Hey guys, today we're here with two ninjas taking a look at the 2014 Moto X 2nd Gen. Just to start with the boxing, pretty unique, very clean, white. Nothing special there though. But obviously we want to really look at what's inside, so we'll start there. So just opening the box, you can see right away we're working with a leather-backed Moto X. Silver trim. This is the navy model. Go ahead and slide this out here. This one comes with the white front. And we're going to set this off to the side for just a moment and take a look at what actually is inside of the box. So to start, I mean, like any smartphone, it comes with an array of pamphlets. So to start here, because it is the leather backed, you have a card in here about the Horween leather, letting you know that it's crafted, handcrafted, and that it could have some discoloring if you get water on it, things of that nature. We'll set that off to the side. Next, your brochure about warranty information and a get started guide, so nothing too special there. As you'll see, got two plastic casings. One was for the actual charging module that goes into the wall. One nice feature though, I will say, when you go through the Moto Maker, is that you're allowed to specify the color of the charging cord and module. Obviously with this we chose white. Another nice feature is that the module that goes in the wall has two ports on it, so you can actually hook up another USB into that same port and charge two devices at once. So we'll move that out of the way. Last thing in the box here is the SIM removal tool located at the bottom. Nothing special. So enough about the box. And close this up. Take a look at the design of the device. Typical screen protector on here, so we'll take this off, set that aside. So we'll start actually with the back of the device. Obviously going through the Moto Maker, which is just an awesome product. Allows you to customize the device in an array of colors, trim finishes, and front-facing plastics. Again, this is the leather navy back with silver trim. Very, very, very premium feel. Blends in nicely with the signature Motorola dimple. There's no rough edges or anything that catches your finger when you run it across the back here. Also, you'll notice there are two microphones on the back of the device. You're not going to be able to see them, but there's one little small pinhole there and one little small pinhole at the very bottom there. The only thing I would say about the leather back, it feels great, looks great, definitely differentiates it from a lot of other phones out on the market. But I would be wondering how it would hold up to wear and tear. Obviously, being wet leather, you know, if it gets wet, it can discolor, scuff marks, dents, dimples, you know, all that stuff that comes with leather. So moving on to the side of the device, as you can see with the new Motorola phones, they've gone away from the plastics and we've moved into an aluminum kind of surround that goes all the way around the device. Very nice, very premium feel. Again, very nice attention to detail, no rough edges, very smooth. On the bottom of the device you have your micro USB charging port, and then on the top of the device your standard 3.5mm headphone jack and your SIM tray right there as well. You'll also notice at this angle that there is a slight curve to the Moto X, which is signature of the Moto line of phones, taken from last year. It gives great hand feel, more natural, and goes in unison also with the lovely dimple on the back, which is just a natural resting place for your index finger anytime you're holding a phone. I mean, you can see right there that naturally that's where my index finger wants to go. So they really took their time when designing the phone, and you can tell it definitely shows. Looking at the front of the phone here, this is a 5.2-inch screen. Very narrow bezels, especially on the side here. And the other thing to notice is there's two, or what appears to be, two front-facing speakers. I also like the idea that the front-facing speakers, if you notice, don't increase the bezel size on the tops and the bottoms, as to oppose when you look at an HTC M8, where it's a lot more taller to fit in those extra speakers. And they did a good job integrating those in the design of the phone. Also talking about the speakers here, and you're not going to really be able to see this detail very well, but the speaker grills themselves are etched, so it gives a nice premium look there. And they're also raised, which is a feature that you may not have known. So when you set the phone face down, it is actually not touching the surface. Those speaker grills are creating a very, very, very thin window of space for the screen not to actually touch. So it's a nice, I think, design there that you don't really hear about, and they took their time with it for sure. Again, we're looking at 4 IR sensors, and we'll get into exactly what those are used for. Kind of reminds you of another phone made from Amazon. You have your standard proximity sensor there, as well as the front-facing camera. So nothing too special outside of that. The front of the phone is covered in Gorilla Glass 3, and it's beautiful. I must say they did a very good job of blending that into the metal surround there. I mean, there's no lip. I mean, it's just smooth. It's just nice and round. It feels very premium in hand. Big thumb up to Motorola and the design team. And going on to the final side of the phone here, you'll have your power button, which I don't know if you can see in the picture there, but the power button is also etched similar to the front-facing speakers. It gives a very premium feel and allows you to differentiate when you're, maybe in the dark or something like that. Okay, that's my power button, and this is my volume rocker, because the volume rocker doesn't have the etching. Another just very simple but meaningful design cue that they put into the phone. They really did their homework. They made some awesome updates to the design of the phone. I mean, you'll have a lot of people that say, okay, the original Moto X was a 4.7-inch phone, had the greatest hand feel. I have larger hands, obviously, and it feels great to me. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's going to slip out of my hand. I got a firm grip on it. It's curved, so it feels more natural. The dimple, when I'm maybe reading news or articles, is just perfectly placed. And also the camera is perfectly aligned as well. Going back to the back of the phone, another feature that I didn't really go into is you'll notice the camera, which is a 13 megapixel shooter, has a unique flash array here. It's actually a dual LED flash array set up in a circular design. And the idea behind this is that when the flashes go off, this circular design here has reflective material which allows the light to disperse in a more natural manner. And we'll get into that a little bit more when we go more in depth about the device. Other than that, very nice device, very clean looking. They've definitely put their stamp on their hardware. Motorola's done a great job here. And that's really all I've got. Leave your comments, let us know what you think, and thanks for watching. Hey guys, today we're here with two ninjas.